Today we're diving headfirst into the fascinating, sometimes unbelievable world of prisons. But not just any prisons. We're talking about the weirdest prisons on the planet. Our first stop takes us high into the Andes Mountains of Bolivia, to the infamous San Pedro prison. Now forget any image you have of a typical prison because San Pedro is more like a city within a city. Seriously, picture this, a sprawling complex overflowing with people, market stalls, even restaurants. There are no guards patrolling the corridors here. Instead, the inmates themselves maintain order through a complex system of self-governance. They elect their own leaders, enforce their own laws, and even have their own court system. It's like a microcosm of Bolivian society, just, well, confined within four walls. The cells? They're not exactly what you'd call standard issue either. In San Pedro, cells are bought and sold like apartments, you heard that right. The wealthier inmates live in relative luxury with private bathrooms, kitchens, even cable TV. The poorer inmates, however, well, they often have to share cramped, overcrowded spaces, but here's where it gets even more surreal. Families. Many inmates live with their wives and children inside the prison walls. Kids grow up, go to school, play soccer, all within the confines of San Pedro. It's a bizarre juxtaposition, a community trying to live a normal life under extraordinary circumstances. For a time, San Pedro even offered guided tours led by the inmates themselves. Tourists could wander through the market, buy souvenirs made by prisoners, and even share a meal with them. It was a controversial practice, but one that offered a glimpse into this unusual and often unsettling world. Life in San Pedro is tough, there's no doubt about that. Violence, poverty, and corruption are ever-present threats. But amidst the hardship, there's also a sense of community, a resilience that's hard to ignore. It's a place where life, in all its messiness and complexity, finds a way. And it makes you wonder, what is the purpose of prison? Is it punishment, rehabilitation, or something else entirely? San Pedro, in all its strangeness, forces us to confront these uncomfortable questions. From the bustling streets of San Pedro, we travel halfway across the globe to the Philippines, where a different kind of prison experience awaits. This is Cebu Provincial Detention and Rehabilitation Center, and it's known for one thing: dancing inmates. No, seriously. Imagine hundreds of prisoners, all clad in orange jumpsuits, moving in perfect unison to Michael Jackson's Thriller. It's a sight that's both mesmerizing and a little bit surreal. This isn't some elaborate prank or a scene from a musical, it's all part of the prison's unique approach to rehabilitation. Back in 2007, the prison was plagued by violence and overcrowding. Byron Garcia, the prison's consultant at the time, came up with a radical idea: dance therapy. The idea was to use dance to instill discipline, teamwork, and a sense of purpose in the inmates, and you know what? It worked. The mass dance routines became a viral sensation, attracting international attention and even inspiring a Hollywood movie. But it's not just about the spectacle. The dancing has had a profound impact on the prisoners themselves. It's given them a positive outlet for their energy, a way to express themselves, and most importantly, a sense of hope. Inmates who were once withdrawn and hostile have found solace and camaraderie in the rhythmic movements of dance. They've learned to work together, to support each other, and to believe in something bigger than themselves. The success of Cebu's dance program is a testament to the power of creative rehabilitation. It shows that even in the darkest of places, hope can flourish and humanity can prevail. It's a powerful reminder that everyone, even those who have made mistakes, deserves a chance at redemption. And sometimes all it takes is a little bit of music and movement to unlock that potential. Halden Prison, where incarceration meets hygge. Welcome to Halden Prison in Norway, the world's most humane prison. It's so progressive it puts most college dorms to shame. Inmates have private rooms with flat-screen TVs, mini fridges, and ensuite bathrooms. Halden focuses on rehabilitation with state-of-the-art facilities. The staff-inmate relationship is built on mutual respect and dignity. Norway boasts one of the lowest recidivism rates, proving humane treatment works. Chapter 4, Aranjuez Prison, Family Matters Even Behind Bars. From the progressive landscape of Norway, we find ourselves in Spain, at the Aranjuez prison. Now, this prison tackles a complex issue head-on, maintaining family bonds during incarceration. Because let's face it, when a parent is imprisoned, the impact ripples outward, affecting their partners, children, and families. Aranjuez prison recognizes this and has implemented a unique program to try and mitigate the negative effects of separation. Picture this: special family cells designed to feel like small apartments. These cells have colorful murals, toys scattered around, and a generally homey atmosphere. But here's the truly radical part. Children, yes children, can live with their incarcerated parent in these family cells until they reach the age of 3. The idea is to allow children to form crucial bonds with their parents during those formative early years, even when those parents are serving time. Now I know what you're thinking, prison is no place for a child, and in many ways, you're right. But Aranjuez prison is trying to create an environment that's as child-friendly as possible within the confines of a correctional facility. There are playgrounds, daycare centers, and even specialized staff who provide support and educational activities for the children. The goal is to create a sense of normalcy, to allow children to experience some of the joys of childhood, even within the walls of a prison. The program has its critics, of course, and the debate surrounding children in prison is a complex one. But Aranjuez prison offers a thought-provoking example of how the justice system can evolve to consider the needs of families, not just the incarcerated individuals. It raises important questions about the purpose of punishment, the importance of family bonds, and the long-term impact of incarceration on children. And it challenges us to consider whether there are alternative approaches that can break the cycle of crime and promote rehabilitation for both the incarcerated and their families. Chapter 5. Bastøy Prison, an island escape, sort of. Our final stop takes us to what might just be the most idyllic prison on the planet, Bastøy Prison, located on a picturesque island off the coast of Norway. Now when you picture a prison island, you might think of Alcatraz, right? Cold, harsh, inescapable. Well, Bastøy is pretty much the opposite of that. Imagine this: rolling green hills, charming wooden cottages, the gentle lapping of waves against the shore. It feels more like a summer camp than a place of confinement. In fact, Bastøy is an open prison, which means there are no walls, no bars, no armed guards patrolling the perimeter. Inmates live in cozy cottages, each equipped with a kitchen, bathroom, and comfortable living space. But don't let the idyllic setting fool you. Bastøy is still a prison. Inmates are expected to work, contributing to the running of the island. They tend to the farm, care for the animals, chop firewood, and even go fishing to provide food for themselves and their fellow inmates. The emphasis here is on responsibility, self-sufficiency, and preparing for life after release. Inmates learn practical skills, develop a strong work ethic, and most importantly, reconnect with nature and themselves. The idea behind Bastøy is that by providing inmates with a sense of freedom, trust, and responsibility, they're more likely to successfully reintegrate into society upon release. And the numbers seem to back this up. Bastøy boasts a remarkably low recidivism rate of just 16%, one of the lowest in Europe. It seems that fresh air, meaningful work, and a chance to reconnect with nature can work wonders, even for those who have committed serious crimes. Bastøy Prison challenges our preconceived notions of what a prison should be and offers a hopeful glimpse into a future where rehabilitation and second chances are at the forefront of the justice system. Rethinking prison, a world of possibilities. So there you have it, 5 of the weirdest, most unconventional prisons on the planet.